right, it is a Tuesday. It is January 21st, 2025. One day after the presidential inauguration, number 47. There's a lot to be said about what happened yesterday. A lot of people making a lot of surmises. A lot of executive orders signed. A lot of them were good in principle, but again, it's an executive order. I think about the whole TikTok thing going on. You've got Congress that voted on something. Hey, we're going to ban TikTok. The president signs it. We're going to ban TikTok. The Supreme Court upholds it. Okay, TikTok can be banned. And then you've got an incoming president who says, well, maybe not. Not so fast. So it puts it in turmoil. That's why we have checks and balances. So I'm not 100% sure why everybody thinks the executive order thing is such a great thing. Let's not go into a new Roman Empire here. There's a lot of analogies on that. You know, some people think we're looking at a new Rome, some of the symbolism, the Saturnalia associated with it. A lot of talk about Melania's outfit. First thing I thought, it looked like gangster. You know, like a pinstripe on the hat. And then I've seen other things. It's V for Vendetta. It's a throwback to, you know, I don't even know what they call it. I think in the Catholic Church, you know, they have those hats that they wear. There's another call sign, like a ship sign, I think, you know, with the blue and the white stripe. A lot of things. Like I've always said, it's a choose your own adventure story. It could be any one of those things, and I think they know that, and they're playing you that way so that you can kind of decide and fill in the blanks like you want. So each thing means 3 or 4 different things. And so you don't know what the truth is. You have no idea. And so everybody thinks they're right. Meanwhile, the government gets bigger. So this Department of Government Efficiency, you know, I thought about this. I don't know if it's a good thing having an efficient government. I think it could be an efficient killing machine. That's probably not good. If it's bloated and slow and the wheels grind slowly and they can't communicate, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe you don't want them to be sufficient or efficient. Sufficiently efficient. But I think a lot of what will come out of that will definitely be efficiencies in government using AI technology, using big tech, and unfortunately, most of the players who are going to make money on that are people who are associated with the presidential cabinet, and the players who surround him in the court. Because you got to look at Elon Musk, you got to look at Peter Thiel, you got to look at his vice presidential candidate, who Peter Thiel made a senator, you know, with $15 million. So, I mean, it's a little sketchy. Definitely, I think we're moving into that technocratic age, and you got the right players in place. Now, given that, where's Ross? Free Ross Ulbricht. I didn't see anything about him getting free. I heard somebody say, well, his sentence was commuted with the other J6ers. I don't know. I haven't seen anything on that. So, I mean, that was a promise. On day one, gonna free Ross, you know, the Bitcoin guy that started an exchange and the government took a bunch of his Bitcoin, which I don't think that's gonna get given back. It'll be part of the strategic reserve. So there's that. The dog's about to go nuts because the cat just ran by. Yeah, getting upset. No, but the strategic reserve of Bitcoin. Didn't hear anything about that. So people in crypto are a little upset. You had Trump and Melania come out with tokens, meme tokens, Trump token, and then a Melania meme. The friggin' Trump token is they're both on Solana blockchain. And then imagine that after they were launched, the Solana blockchain, you know, for hours couldn't process transactions, but it's looking more like it could be an exchange issue, you know, where Coinbase, for whatever reason, hasn't been able to process Solana transactions, and you haven't been able to withdraw your Solana. A lot of reports of that. So then I start thinking, that's interesting. Because at first I'm like, really? You're going to drop this crap coin just out of nothing, this meme coin, and, you know, the market value of it actually goes over Litecoin. Unbelievable. A coin been running for 13 years and constantly used in transactions, has use case. And then, you know, out of the blue, you just get this coin that's created and it's, you know, boom, sucks up all the money. And it's just insane. Very disappointing and disheartening, actually. But, you know, for any coin, I mean, for any coin just out of nothing that's never proven itself, you can create like that for people to just throw money at it like that. I don't know. We got a long way to go, people. So one thing is, was it, here's the conspiratorial side, was it an effort to bring down the Solana blockchain, which we all know is venture capitalist funded, although they're venture capitalists like David Sachs, associated with Trump, who holds Solana and have pumped the bags of Solana, admittedly on video. And so there's all these different scenarios to where maybe it was an attempt to take down Solana by, clogging the network, and building this interest in these two tokens so quickly. There's a 5D chess that we're playing here. Or is it just a money grab? Just another way to make some coin, make some money. Who knows? What difference at this point does it make? Listen, all these narratives, all these things, all of these ideas that we have in our little choose your own adventure story, I really don't care. What I care about is, are we fixing the money or not? You can make government more efficient. You can, rebuild the military, which to me, that's not saving any more money. That's just dumping a bunch more money into something that we really don't need and not at the level that we have it. Bring the troops home. We don't need an empire. We don't need to be Rome out in the, the outskirts. You can't do that. Bring it all home and, defend the borders here. Let's get the bad guys out of here. Let's get the criminals and not have them disrupting the lives of working Americans. But that probably is too sane of an option. So with tech, you could control. Think of all this stuff. We're worried about, people coming into the country with all this high-tech stuff that we have. You're telling me they don't know every person that walks across the border right now? I don't know. So anyway, we'll see what happens. Money is the key to all of this to me. It comes down to, unless we have sound money, which our Constitution defines, if we're not using silver, then gold and silver, then we're not, nothing sound. Using Bitcoin is not going to fix the problem. It's just not going to fix the problem because that is not immutable. And once again, it's getting consolidated. If we come out, this government comes out and says that, we're just going to buy it, just print the money up and buy it. And then name your cost. Is 100,000 what you'll take? Is 200,000? Is $1 million? Who cares? They'll just keep buying it because they can create the money. And you might think you're making money, but you're not. It's just soaking up the money that they're making, and the purchasing power is not going to change. So that's really not the answer. And then when you consolidate it into the hands of the few, well, then the many other people, what an unfair system. People are going to rebel against it and say, anybody that holds Bitcoin is a criminal, is a vampire, I should say, vampire criminal. So there's just not a fair system. Hasn't been fairly launched, for everybody to be able to get involved. It's just not a merit-based system, even though we keep hearing about this merit-based system. It's one of those deals where it's like, well, you just didn't get into it soon enough. Well, maybe I wasn't born yet, so it's kind of silly, the whole thing. But we'll see how it plays out. The other thing was the hand on the Bible. Trump didn't put his hand, and he didn't. He didn't put his hand on the Bible when he swore the oath to the presidency. He did swear an oath. Because here's the thing. People will say, well, it's because he's a Christian and you're not supposed to. There's some chapters and verses, Matthew somewhere, to where you're not supposed to swear oaths. You don't swear an oath. Okay. So he didn't put his hand on the Bible, so that makes him a Christian, following the old rules of Christianity, the actual text. But he did swear an oath. He swore an oath to the Constitution. So you can't tell me. And then he's saluting, doing this while they're playing, the start. What was it? Pledge allegiance to the flag or something. So, you're giving an oath to something. So you can't have it both ways. And then the other is, well, he's already the president. It's continuity of government. He's the commander in chief, so he doesn't need to. And it's the restoration of the republic, and it's a new day. We're liberty. What did he call it? I don't even know what the word was, but people took that to say that's it. We're back in the constitutional republic. He's the president, 17th president, first president. Oh, the republic has been restored. It's like, okay, if it's been restored, am I still sending money to the IRS? What changed? Do we still have this bloated government sending people home? I want to see some action. I want to see it happen. And I don't want to hear this, oh, let's wait till November crap. Oh, remember, the 5th of November. No, we've had enough Novembers. Not wait until this November. Not wait until just this July 4th and all this, wait till the next date, slow roll it, and then something will happen. Oh, shoot, we lost Congress in 2 years. Oh, the Democrats. Now we got to fight the Democrats, and the whole thing's derailed again. Oh, come on. Had plenty of time to prepare for this. If it's truly a white hat operation, military strategery, if it's being planned out that way, then this should be ready to roll out on day one. And if it's not, then maybe you're choosing the wrong adventure. Just saying. Not to be negative. You call it for what it is. Don't fall into this believe everything mentality. You look at everything. It could be many different options, many different scenarios going on at the same time. And it's important not to, hey, I'm open-minded about it, but not so open-minded that my brain's going to fall out. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. Sometimes it's best to get out of the way, I think, because I'm not really sure where it's going. I have my suspicions, but, I could be wrong. But it's all about the money. I mean, if they keep doing the same thing and printing money with no sound money to back it, I mean, then you're going to be paying more for stuff. I don't care how cheap the energy gets, the cost, if you keep printing it up, the stock market will keep going up, and if you're not in the stock market, you lose. Crypto will go up, and if you're not in crypto, you lose. If you just go to work and get paid in dollars, you're going to lose. Just saying. If you just do the right thing, save your money, put it in the retirement, probably going to lose. Just saying. So hopefully that rectifies itself. But, if it doesn't, then F them. Do it yourself. Put money into your own local community, put money into yourself first and foremost, yourself and your family, and build that infrastructure out, and align yourself, make sound money your, unit of account, whether it be gold, silver, good cryptos, do your own research. I tend to look into Litecoin, Digibyte too. So, but ultimately, I think it comes down to silver. I mean, really, silver and food. Heirloom seeds, that kind of thing. A place to put them and grow them and harvest them, save them. Can you save them? I talked about freeze dryers, with somebody from Nebraska, I think he was from. And, that's another thing, freeze dry. Learn how to can, learn how to preserve that stuff, because in times, it was 9 degrees when I woke up this morning. Actual temperature. You die in that weather. Imagine, not having food, not having shelter, being in a situation where you don't have the ability to stay warm and you have no food. You're dead. So try and mitigate that stuff. Have a food storage, have a place to put it, and have some backup plans, man. So anyway, nobody's coming to save you, no human being anyway, so don't think that they are. Might make it a little bit better, a little bit more palatable, but the big picture is, as long as they're using unsound money and printing it out of nothing and increasing it, nothing's going to change. All right, exit that vampire casino, build your own freedom, and choose your own adventure. All right, love you all. Have a wonderful Tuesday.